3,
Do you want me to be doing this?
1. Action, Ryan.
Action?
I need one of those little boards. What do they call those boards they use in Hollywood where they snap it shut? Whack.
I've had this much whiskey.
Wow. Do you feel like a man? You got your big boy pants on?
Oh,
You're drinking whiskey that has a snake and a heart on it. I don't...
You know what, Brian? I am offended that you would say that I would wear pants at a show.
You know what? Real men don't drink whiskey with cartoon characters on it, Ryan. That's all I'm going to say about that.
It's a snake.
You know who taught me that? You know who taught me that? This man right here. Goddamn Han.
That guy?
The man Solo. Look at that. He's got his blaster. And he wants to say something to you, Ryan. Okay, Ryan. So what you're gonna do is not drink whiskey with a snake on it.
Hey, Han, how about I get stabbed by your own child and died?
God damn it! Spoilers, Ryan. Spoilers. Back in my day.
Yeah.
Back in my day when Callisto was just a baby, we didn't talk about spoilers. You know why? Because there was no goddamn internet. Nobody cared about spoilers. I mean, what's a spoiler? You know what spoilers were? When your eggs went bad. That's what spoilers were.
Wait, did you have a daughter or kids with that one lady?
What? Are you talking about Callisto?
Yeah. Horseface.
Say another word about my diamond earring. Or Callisto Flockhart. And I swear to goddamn the Carillion lords, I will stick my Wookiee right up your ass.
You do what you gotta do, Han.
Whatever, I'm out of here. Short round! Short round, follow me! Follow me to Dagobah.
Oh. As long as it doesn't
Dude, you've offended our guest.
more than 16 parsecs, we're good.
12 parsecs, goddammit, 12! Ah! You know, we get one chance. We get one chance to have the legend of Harrison Solo on our show.
Harrison Solo?
Indiana Harrison Solo Jones on our show, and you fuck it up. Way to go, Ryan. Nice work.
You know, I was looking forward to having President, what's his name?
President what's his name? I do not think that's his name.
Air Force One. Get off my plane.
Remember his name? His name's Captain Harrison Jones. That's his name.
Oh, okay.
President Jones.
Captain, get off my plane. Bitch.
Fortune and glory, Ryan. Fortune and glory.
Hey, episode number 70.
On that note, welcome everybody to another episode of the Geek Dad Report. The one show dedicated, formulated, specially created to talking about Indiana Harrison Jones Ford Solo III.
Yeah. And drinking whiskey.
And the one-armed man who's chasing him. And giving you all the pop culture news you need to know for the week that is in front of you and behind you. I am, as always, Brian West, the hostess with the mostest. And that beautiful man over there is my co-host, Ryan Thomason.
Hello, everybody.
And you have entered episode 70. I lied last week when I said 69 was the final episode.
Yeah, sorry. You know, Brian, we had so many heartfelt emails of people shedding tears because they thought the show was over. And
listen, people,
you know,
69 usually finishes the job. All right? Usually.
Yeah, usually both parties come off.
You know, thankful for the faithful 50 that, you know, my partner could not do the 69 properly, and we had to come back for episode 70.
I'm not quite sure how to respond to that.
Oh, man, you were going to say, I'm not sure how to take it. You saved yourself. Anyway, and also because you guys all emailed us and said, please don't stop, and you cried, and one person sent us a gif of him crying. Yeah. And one person sent me money, so I decided to come back.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I would have shared it with you, but it was only $3 million. That's not enough to share.
You know, I don't get out the door for more than 5.
That's what I know that about you. I've heard that. So that's why I didn't even bother trying to divvy up the cash. I just invested in important things like Han Solo action figures.
Yes. Great investment, by the way.
And I would have bought a MacBook, but you know what? Apple's just keeps fucking us and not releasing the new MacBook. So you know what? Fine, whatever. At least I got my computer fixed.
Why don't you add a new iPhone with no screens? That's the next one. There's going to be no screens.
there are going to be eye contacts. You just stick them in your eyes, and then everything
Yeah,
works
it's going to be like Futurama, where they get the things implanted into your eyes.
God, if we get anything from Futurama, I don't know.
I'm still hoping for people tubes. Like when you get your tube
that would
and
probably
it
be the
shoots you
best.
across town.
I don't know, what's that? I kind of want that energy drink. What is that? Slarm or Slurm or something like that?
Slurm.
Slurm?
It's like a way worse form of Coke. I don't think it was an energy drink, was it?
I don't know. I think it was like a soda. Who knows?
All
I know you got radioactive from
aliens,
drinking it.
So.
Well, whatever.
I'm still waiting for Snoo Snoo. If we get Snoo Snoo...
Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo?
Yeah,
Hey! Sign me up for that. Somebody say Snoo Snoo? One time I went to a planet that had Snoo Snoo. You want to hear about it?
No, not really.
Well, fuck you too, Ryan. I'm out of here. Chewie! God damn it.
God damn it, Chewie.
You keep pissing off Harrison. Why do you do that? He's old. He could die, and then you would be responsible for the death of an icon.
You know,
Dude, he made the
promised myself that
Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Tell the public about what happened between me and Harrison Ford, and I'm gonna try and honor that. So.
Ooh, are we gonna get a tell-tell moment? A tell-all moment?
No, I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Oh.
And
wait a minute, is this the book that I'm working on for you? I thought it was kind of a strange name called Me, Han, and the Wookiee, but I just ran with it. I thought it was like an innuendo. Apparently not. Wow.
No,
now I'm really excited to hear the end of this story. This is going to be juicy. Look for that book on shelves next year, guys. Ryan, Han, and the Wookiee.
Yes.
It will be in the erotic section. Erotic
Lots
fiction.
Of fur.
Right next to 50 Shades of Stupid. You know, that movie's got a new trailer coming out. God damn it. You know what? I say 50 Shades of Stupid, and Alexa, right on key, turns on. Alexa! Off!
You know, you really got to keep that woman in mind.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I got to pay more attention to her is the problem. I've been neglecting her lately, and she's very angry at me. But, you know, rightfully so. You got to pay attention to her. Electronic AI females, or else they'll just turn on you immediately.
Yeah, that's pretty much how every movie, like Ex Machina,
I've yet to watch that. I need to watch that.
I was like, oh man, they're gonna get out, and then she just fucking murders the dude.
Don't tell me I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
Great, thanks, dude. Spoiler alert, you dick. God, you know what? Harrison Ford was right about you. You are an asshole. I was gonna watch it. I just heard they were like, there's this whole thing about like robo vaginas, like they keep talking about it. They were interviewing.
I thought you'd seen it. Got Poe. He's the like star.
That's what I was saying. They were interviewing Oscar Isaac, and he was talking about like, yeah, it was really weird. Like we're trying to figure out how to talk about these rubber vaginas, and so I called my dad, and my dad's like, well, just talk about it like it's a real vagina, and he's like, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah, and the way he talks about it in the movie, it makes a lot of sense.
Well, there you go. Straight from Oscar Isaac's dad, Oscar Mayer Isaac.
No.
The third.
And, sorry. I love you.
Poe? Where's Poe? Taught him everything he knows about flying. Can't fly like me, though, and he doesn't have a cool sidekick. Or a sweet gun.
Yeah. Just letting everyone know that the only thing I'm putting in this is water. And I'm not good with like straight shots, so I'm gonna be.
You're not good with anything, Ryan. I'm out here.
If anybody wants to find us, we're on Facebook at Geek Dad Report. We're on Twitter at Geek Dad Report. You can find Brian at BrianWest53 on Twitter, and you can find me at Big Bruiser. And we're also on WatchPlayRead.com, PodHell.com, and you can find our probably 1 or 2 episodes behind on iTunes. So because some lazy fuckhead keeps forgetting to do the audio uploads and file conversions.
I'm not pointing at anybody, but I'm going to tell you who it is. It's this guy right here. Or maybe that guy. I don't know. One of these guys beside me. Well, don't look over your shoulder. I'm talking about you, Ryan, you slacker. Anyway, like Ryan said, you can find us at all those amazing sites. Feel free to join us in the conversation. We try and respond immediately to Facebook and Twitter. Not so much Instagram or Snapchat because we're not doing that shit yet. Maybe if you guys call and demand it or tweet us and demand it, we might try it. But as of right now, you can get us on Twitter or Facebook, and we love talking to you. So thank you,
The most you
Ryan.
can get from our Instagram is us like with our kids or at work.
That's
So
true.
if you really want to see that shit, I can't even take pictures at my work. So
Well, I can. I'll take lots of them. So I feel like you did that though to help move along the show. So we should probably just move it along.
yes.
All right. So Geek Dad moment of the week, Ryan. Do you have one?
Dude, we haven't done. I have not done anything on it. I mean, I played. Well, okay, so my daughter stayed home from school sick today.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, she made some. She's very artsy, so she made some cutouts that looked like ray guns, and then she drew ray guns on them. And when I got home from work today, we played ray guns and aliens. It basically became me being the captain of the starship and just telling them what to do. And we did that for like an hour, and it was pretty boss. So,
Cool.
yep. I got to be my version of Captain Picard. So, my version involved a lot of like, let's just blow up the alien spaceship. And I'm like, okay. And like, they made little control panels on their bunk bed, so they got like all these buttons and stuff that they drew. So it was a lot of fun. That was my Geek Dad moment of the week. So
Very nice.
what about you?
Let's see. My Geek Dad moment of the week. I don't even remember what I did last weekend, to be honest.
It's that time of year, man.
I remember, what did I do last weekend? I feel like I'm getting old by the minute. I just can't even remember.
Football started, and that's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much
that's right. I was at the
what
Seahawks
takes
game
over.
last Sunday, so that's why I
Yeah.
don't really remember what I did last weekend. No, my Geek Demo of the week. Here's a couple of little fun moments, nothing too major, but the first one is my youngest Charlie. She's 4, so she'll be 4 this weekend. She watched The Force Awakens when it came out with us, but she's kind of at the age where she doesn't remember it. Well, we've got it uploaded on Disney Anywhere, so she's got her iPad out, and all of a sudden she's just watching something, and she stops. She's like, "Oh my god, Daddy, come here!" I was like, "What?" She's like, "Look at this," and she spins it around, and she's been watching The Force Awakens, and she's like, "This is awesome!" Like, that's my girl.
I wish I could have that kind of memory where
Yeah.
you're just like, oh man, I don't think I've watched this before.
What's this?
And it's like a
Star
totally.
Wars? What's that? Yeah, I know. Get like to have it like
Yeah.
the first time every time. And then she also she was so proud of my wife's obsessed with this new clothing line called LuLaRoe. It's like leggings and dresses and okay, you know what it is? I don't know. It came on like a wildfire, and now everybody's obsessed with it. But my daughter comes running down the stairs. My wife goes, I got her a present. I'm like, what? She's like, I'll let her show you in a second. I was like, all right. All of a sudden I hear upstairs, oh my god, Daddy! And she goes running down. They make Captain America LuLaRoe.
Oh, that's pretty boss.
And it has little Captain America shields all over it, and she was so excited to show me. So I was like, all right, that's pretty
That's cool.
Can I get a pair? Do they got a pair in man size?
I don't think I would want to see a man wearing leggings. to be
Yeah,
honest.
probably not. Nobody needs to see that. But no, it was pretty cool. So I was excited about that. The last thing I was kind of excited about was so for this week, me and Ryan are going to be reviewing a few things, and the thing I'm going to be reviewing is this book on how to draw superheroes. And I'm not going to show it to you guys because I'm saving that for the review. But it was the first time I sat down with my daughters and actually tried to really draw something. When I was in high school and when I was younger, I used to draw a lot, so I really enjoy it. But haven't done so much lately in my older years because it's time consuming. But I sat down with them and we started to draw, and it was pretty cool. For 20 minutes, I got all the pictures that we drew, and I'll show you guys here later. Teasing that. But yeah, so we sat down for about 20 minutes, and it was just a lot of fun to draw with them and kind of help them through all the different different phases of drawing, the excitement, the anger, the sadness that your picture doesn't look right. Yeah, exactly. The frustration. But helping them do the lines and see how excited they are when their picture starts to take shape and actually starts looking like something. And that, it's been a long time since I felt that myself. Like I said, I haven't drawn in a while, but it was really cool watching. I've never actually sat with somebody else who's drawing really for the first time something and watching that joy on their face. So that was a lot of fun. So I recommend, if any of you guys out there like to draw, do it with your kids, man, and not just like tell them to draw you a picture. Sit down and draw with them and try and help them do something. That's pretty cool. So, but more on that later. I don't want to spoil too much of my review. I'm going to talk a lot about drawing with my children in my review later of this pretty cool superheroes how to draw book.
I'll just have everyone know I draw a pretty boss stick figure.
Yeah. He always draws
Yeah.
his with a big stick penis, which is always kind of weird.
Hey, I am not that immature. I put pants on them.
Yeah, but you always put the giant bulge. I mean, their balls are bigger than their head. I don't understand that. It's so weird.
Isn't that physically...
No, it's not possible.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, but like I said, more to come. I'm gonna give you a quick look. Here it comes. That's what I'll be talking about later. And Ryan, you had the worst face. Did you take a bad swig or something?
Yes.
Like,
I'm like,
I am not gonna let that slide on the show when you have a face that looks that hideous. And I don't mean your just normal face. I meant the face you made when you drank something bad.
that's how it is for me with liquor.
Really?
I like liquor, but anytime I take any drink, I'll just be like,
Maybe we need a segment on the show called
What
Ryan
else?
Drinks a Shot. Ryan takes
Ryan
a shot.
drinks, and then everyone just watches me. My kids make fun of me. They'll be like, Daddy, you make funny faces.
You-
Like, shut up.
Drink a lot of shots in front of your children? God. What is this
Don't.
thing? What is this, the Geek Bad Dad Parent Report?
Yeah, no, I honestly, I'll have like a beer in front of them, but I don't make faces when I drink beer, so.
You know, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to test this out later at a later date.
Yes.
All right, whatever. Moving along. I think it's
Moving
time
along.
for. I hear something. Oh my God! Sneak attack! Ninjas in the bushes! Huh, it's time for Ninja News, Ryan. We gotta bust out our uppercuts of knowledge, our judo chops of information, and our
The Cobra Kai leg sweep of information. Oh, wait, no. Learning.
of learning.
Cobra
There
Kai
we
leg
go.
sweep of learning.
Boom! We're gonna get this perfect one of these days. Boom! 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 Disinformation ninjas have been defeated. Booyah! Wada!
We are the new masters.
We are the masters. Only the masters of evil, Darth. Alright, whatever. Alright, first up, Game of Thrones news. Put that whiskey down. You can't even drink it like a man. You sit there and make girly faces. I was disappointed, Ryan, in your whiskey shot drinking. I knew a Wookiee back on Corellia that made a face like you when I drank whiskey. It's terrible and disgusting. I shot him right in his
Are you
ugly
done? Are
Wookiee
you done,
face.
huh? Harrison, you're drunk. Go home.
What?
home.
Glizna! I need a ride. Where are the keys to the Falcon? I'll be back. Don't drink without me, Ren. Best
Just
friends
embarrassing
forever.
Oh, you're just embarrassing yourself, Harrison.
Dude, what is with our guest? Dude, Harrison is just out of control tonight. This is the last time
We
I
need
take.
him to stop putting all that stuff in the green room, because I think when we get that many options,
When we got the publicist call, they said Harrison Ford wants to come on your show. And we was like,
yeah.
fuck yeah, of course, anytime.
No, it was like, you know,
Dude, he showed up
he
drunk
didn't really want.
in the Han Solo costume talking about Wookiees and parsecs and asked if he could double park the Falcon. I'm like, you don't have a Falcon. You were dropped off by your publicist.
Yeah, and he does smell like strippers. So,
Dude. Wouldn't even take out the diamond earring. I'm like, Han Solo would not wear a diamond earring, and he slapped me.
yeah,
It hurt. He's pretty strong for an old man, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
But then he kept asking me if I wanted to see his Wookiee, and I was like, whoa, Harrison. This interview, this guest appearance is going sideways. And you see him, he keeps showing up being an asshole.
Going sideways in more ways.
Alright,
than
whatever.
Tell
Anyway,
you that.
speaking of going sideways, remember that boat that Gentry was rowing in Game of Thrones? It was going sideways. Speaking of Gentry, Ryan, he's coming back to
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, apparently, I think Watchers at the Wall, those pesky GOT spoiler people, have taken pictures of Gentry, the actor who plays Gentry at least, hanging out where they are currently filming season 7 of Game of Thrones. So the speculation is that Gentry will be, in fact, returning. We have not seen him, I believe, since season 3?
Yeah, the last time you see him is when the Red Witch wanted to sacrifice him.
Yes, and Sir Devos, the Onion Knight, let
And
him through.
Devos saves him, and I'm pretty sure that's how it was in the book.
Ryan? No, apparently in the book, I read a little spoiler. Spoiler, everybody. Apparently in the book, he had hooked up with the Banners, the Brothers Without Banners, and he's still currently with them in the book.
He's one of the characters I just completely forgot about. So when you said that, I had to be like, I had to sit there for like, who the fuck is Gentry? Took me a second to like.
Well, would you like to explain to those who have not read the books or remember who Gentry is and why he's important to the show?
Yeah. So he's not a legitimate heir, but he could potentially be an heir.
Well, he is the last known heir to Robert Baratheon.
Yeah. Yes.
Which is and real heir, not one of those Lannister like brother on sister action heirs. So anyway, he could be showing up. It could throw some. We have a lot of bastards running around right now on the show.
Yeah, we'll see how strong the seed is.
Yes, there's season 7 is going to be epic. This isn't really a big news story. I just want to talk about Game of Thrones for a minute because I'm really excited and sad that it's not coming out till next summer.
Next summer, we got so long.
So do we have to start saying summer is coming?
I don't think they're going to do summer until last season. But, I mean, the winter is supposed to take like 3 years, probably. I mean...
All I know is if the new tagline is summer is coming, no one will ever look at that direwolf the same way again. Just saying that.
Yeah, it's true. Poor Summer.
Poor Summer. Didn't she get her head chopped off anyway?
Yeah, that was Samsa's direwolf.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was. No, that was late. No, maybe it is Summer. I don't know.
No, Lady was Sansa's.
Yeah, I think Summer is Summer. Summer was Bran's.
No, Bran's was.
Was it Rick? Was Rick on Summer?
No, Rickons was Shaggy Dog.
Shaggy Dog. I don't know. One of them's Summer. Okay, You know what? We're moving on. We'll look it up and we'll get back to you. Or you guys can just Google it if you really fucking care.
If you really want to know what the Stark direwolves were named.
All we know is Ghost is alive and he's gonna be fucking there at the end, biting people's faces off, like a real direwolf should. Speaking of real awesome animals that are gonna kill things, Vikings. The second half of season 4 is coming back, and there could be a dragon in this.
So, wait, what?
Okay, that's probably... I just made that up. There's no dragon.
Oh, okay.
But there could be snakes, because anybody who knows what happens to Mr. Viking himself, I lost his name. I was stalling. Ragnar Lothbrok. God damn it, you suck. Why didn't you say Ragnar? I was totally stalling. When I rub the beard, it means I'm stalling for you to jump in and help me.
No, I was just watching you flame and burn.
God damn you. You're such a son of a bitch. Ragnar Lothbrok, anybody who's ever heard the lore, has an untimely demise at the hands of some serpents. So there could be some snakes in this season, because we don't know any insider information, but we both think Ragnar is fucking dead.
Well, the thing is, his youngest 3 sons are not old enough to go raiding. And all 3 of them have a huge part
in Viking
when
lore.
It comes to Viking expansion into England. Because, like we saw in the last season, oh, god damn it, now I can't think of his oldest son's name. Ironside.
Oh, how are you doing over there? You flaming? You on fire? You feeling a little warm?
Oh, how's it going?
Yeah.
He's gonna be, he's had that map for like 2 seasons now, right?
Uh-huh.
And so he's going to go down into Rome. So.
Well, and they did a good job last season of starting to set up the whole Roman expansion with Ragnar's son, with not Ragnar, who's the priest that everybody loved, who died. We were told, you know what, I feel like History Channel is not going to be sponsoring us anytime soon. Anyway, that one priest who died, his son, they made the whole trek into Rome. They did a lot of setup, I thought, at the first half of season 4. Anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, Vikings decided to expand their seasons from 10 episodes to 20 episodes, but they chopped them up into 2 seasons. Into 2 halves of 1 season. So the back half of season 4 is coming back November 30th. So get your horn helmet ready and your fucking wood shield and your Iron Maiden.
Some fucking wicked ass.
Your Spear Maiden. Because you got a few months to get caught up. If you don't watch Vikings, you definitely should. Last season was brutal. Dude got his balls chopped right off.
Fuck out.
Yeah.
God,
Lagatha. Don't fuck with
Lagatha,
Lagatha, man. Don't mess with Lagatha. That girl, she will destroy.
Yeah,
she will end you.
I'm still pissed at Ragnar's brother,
Rollo, the traitor.
Rollo. Fucking Rollo.
His name should be Rollover because that's all he ever does. What a dick.
God.
Whatever.
You know, like,
speaking of things that are not, speaking of things that are not traitors, Archer, maybe one of the greatest animated shows on television. But you know who definitely thinks it's the best animated show on television?
I'm guessing it's an award.
Yeah, the Emmys.
Sort.
The Emmys think that Archer is the best animated show on television because they just gave Archer its first Outstanding Animated Series Emmy.
They deserve it. That show was the...
Oh, Ryan froze. Hopefully he'll be back. Ryan, are you back? Where you at? Anyway, I'm going to keep talking until he comes back. Did we lose connection? Hello? Ryan. Ryan. All right, everybody. Well, I will, I'll sign off, and I will splice this all together when I get Ryan back. We'll see you back in just 1 second. And we're back. Luckily, I was able to find Ryan. Apparently, the internet demon known as, I don't know, dickhole internet demon.
Fuckhead McDroppertons.
Oh, was it Fuckhead McDroppertons? I hate that guy. Anyway, he grabbed Ryan and ran away, and he didn't grab Ryan, I did. His commentary was so goddamn bad, I had to cut the feed.
Go home. Go home.
Harrison, did you cut us off? You're goddamn right, I did. It's a travesty against mankind, and you ran out of tequila. Fucking
Harrison, you're drunk. Go home. Just leave. I don't care if you drive yourself. Here's your key.
What is that?
Go Crusher.
Alright, I feel better. I'm ready to party.
You're bringing down the standards of our show.
Don't make me cut off the internet. Oh, Jesus. Fuck. God damn it, Harrison. And, dude, he's literally laying on my floor, passed out drunk right now.
The last time we had him on our show. I'll tell you that.
The last time we had him on our show. So, I don't know, whatever. What were we talking about before Harrison cut our internet? Archer? Archer won a fucking Emmy. Hooray. I'm excited. Ryan's excited. Anybody who watches Archer should be excited. And if you don't watch Archer, well, fuck you. You should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Pulled up my news. My phone went dark.
Oh, God. Where's your notes?
Carry the show.
So, what else we have happen this week? There's
Ghost Rider.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is coming back on Tuesday, everybody. Tuesday! I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are not as excited about it as I am. I think that's dumb. I like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Quake? Ooh, boy.
I think it might be that you've been reading the Ghost Rider comics, so you probably have a little more insight on what we might be expecting.
That is actually true. What Ryan's talking about is Ghost Rider. We talked about it on the show a while ago. Ghost Rider is coming to this season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We got our first kind of promo this week. I put it on the Facebook page. If you had a chance to check it out and look at it, there's a cool picture and a little 30-second teaser.
Yeah.
But it looks pretty awesome. So as a little bit of...
It doesn't look bad either. I mean, it looks... I mean, you only get like a tiny glimpse of the flame car, but...
Yeah, well, would you like me to... Do we want to talk about it now, or do we want to talk about it after the premiere, maybe next week? We can talk a little bit about the new Ghost Rider.
Let's save it for next week.
Okay, cool. Well, next week, guys, when you come back, if you have any questions, I will explain everything. Like Ryan said, with my cool Marvel Now subscription that my wife got me for Father's Day, I've been trying to get caught up on some of these new superheroes that I've not had a chance to read, and one of them is Robbie Reyes, the new Ghost Rider. Let's just say that if the TV show follows the comic book, we are in for quite a treat, because that is actually a really cool new character. It has the same name as the old Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, Spirit of Vengeance, but it is not. It is a completely different character, and I think it's going to be really cool for the show. Needless to say, he does not punish the wicked. He murders the wicked.
Oh, that's a good take for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Me, someone murdered.
I am very excited. As a guy, like I said, I read the first 6 issues. the little bit of a teaser where he's talking about he doesn't punish, somebody else does. I got that little insight thing. It's going to be really cool. So if you are not watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think this season might be a good jumping on point. The last season finale was kind of almost clearing of the table. I think they got rid of a lot of things that maybe a lot of the lore that you felt like you couldn't jump into it. It gave you a new entry point with this season. I think they kind of reset the table. So if you have not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I think now is a good time to hop on and start.
I do got a quick question for you. Is he an Inhuman?
He is not an Inhuman.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. There are possessions and spirits involved in this, but just not quite the spirit of vengeance like Johnny Blaze was.
Yes.
But if you have questions, check out the show and then hit us up in our Q&A next week. Or you know what? I'll just say that me and Ryan will talk a lot about the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. premiere next week on the show. So.
Yes.
All right. Moving on. Pick a color, Ryan. Red, blue, or green?
Red.
You surprised me.
I know what you're getting.
Booyah! Yeah, that's right. Star Wars. You know, this is a very fitting color because this actually has to do with Kylo Ren himself. Adam Driver has recently spoke to, I believe, Esquire magazine. Forgive me if I didn't get... What? All right, Ryan's leaving. So, Adam Driver has spoken to Esquire magazine, I believe, about the upcoming episode 8. What's the next one? Episode 8. Sorry, I'm distracted. That's a nice... Oh, there we go. That's a nice bike you got there in the background, too. I like the pink color. It's probably yours. Totally is yours. He can't hear me because he doesn't have his headphones on. Ryan rides a pink bicycle.
No, I don't.
Anyway, like I was saying, Adam Driver was talking about episode 8.
And then I realized it's really loud, and I'm going to wake up everybody if I started playing with it. So I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. So anyway, like I was saying, Adam Driver was talking to, I believe, Esquire magazine for the 3rd time. 4th time, 5th time, I don't know. It turned on. And he was talking about episode 8 and kind of the tone of it and a little bit about what he could talk about. And he said that this movie has a lot of tonal shift, kind of like, he compared it to the way that that A New Hope shifted to Empire Strikes Back, how they were 2 separate movies. He says that The Force Awakens and this new movie that's coming out, episode 8, are the same way, where they tonally... He says it's not necessarily the same kind of movie as Empire Strikes Back, but tonally the way that it was completely a different movie in a lot of ways, and a lot darker, he said, is definitely the way that this movie goes. And that apparently, reading the script, he learned a lot about Kylo Ren that he already didn't know. So it sounds like we're going to dive a lot into the Knights of Ren and Kylo specifically in this movie. So I am very excited. There's not a lot of news. Anytime we can talk about Star Wars and I can play with my lightsaber on camera.
Yeah.
Such a big lightsaber, Ryan. You know what? Screw you and your awesome combat whatever. You can't even turn it on. At least my lightsaber works.
Mine does work.
Yeah, only when your wife tells you it can.
I am just a respectful person.
Yeah, I play with my lightsaber whenever I want to. My wife doesn't tell me I can't because I'll just play with it right now.
Oh, I'm not physically told not to. I just don't want to get in trouble.
What I say these red lightsabers? No red lightsabers. I just woke up from a dream. My son stabbed me in the face, the chest, and I saw red.
Just look at it. It's the exact same one that your son killed you with.
Where's he at? Shoot that son of a bitch. You can't trust family. They want loans and money, and then they fucking stab you.
I thought you were passed out.
Hey, he's snoring again. God damn, Harrison Ford.
Just drag his ass outside.
Dude, yeah, but we're recording. You want me to just get up and walk over there and take him outside?
No.
Besides, I can't put Harrison Ford out on my front lawn.
Yeah, we all know what happened last time that you had to do
that. Dude, we'll never get another guest again, ever. I mean, I guess our show like ours should take a drunk, passed out Harrison Ford over nothing. I guess. Anyway.
Sure.
Whatever. Moving on. Episode 8 is going to be awesome. Back to you.
Yes.
You know what else is going to be awesome? 20th Century, this story is amazing. I'm so excited about this. 20th Century Fox, I'm not ever happy about anything they do for the most part, except for this. Has secured the rights to tell a live-action story about the life of Stan Lee. It's going to take place in the 1970s, which is going to be awesome. But there is a twist to the Stan Lee biopic. Apparently, it's going to tell the fictional tale of how Stan Lee was actually a Secret Service, like, spy for the U.S. government. And apparently, it's going to be played out like a Kingsman movie.
Oh my gosh! So it's going to be a fake biopic?
It's going to be a fake biopic about the greatest comic book creator of our generation, maybe of all time.
I don't know, Jack Kirby, man.
Well, like I said, of our generation.
Shit. Yeah, that's true.
Stan Lee is amazing, but yeah, just sign me up. I'm in. I don't even know anything more about it. I'm in.
Yeah, that movie's already made shitloads of money.
I'm totally in. Who should they cast as a 1970s Stan Lee though?
Oh my god.
Who's the guy who all the girls love? He was in. Oh god. He's in The Nice Guys. He was in that movie where he kissed the girl. Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling should play Stan Lee.
Ryan Gosling? Isn't he kind of too buff? But Stan Lee kind of seems more like a...
No. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. I would not say Ryan Gosling normally, except for I watched the... what was that movie I just watched? The Big...
What about, what's his name from The Office? And he was...
What,
the
Dwight?
guy on... No.
Why can't I remember this movie? The Big... oh my god. What was that movie about Wall Street that just came out? About the housing market bubble?
The Big Short?
The Big Short, thank you. Ryan Gosling is so incredibly douchey but funny and awesome at the same time in that movie. I could totally see him as a 70s Stan Lee. Because you know they're going to ham up Stan Lee. They've got to. That's the only way that works.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, alright. Let us know we would like to know who you guys would think would be making awesome 1970s Stan Lee. And if it's better than my Ryan Gosling, maybe I'll talk about it on the show. You know who I'm not sure is going to be an awesome casting if it happens, but whatever, is apparently Benicio del Toro is being looked at for the lead in the new Predator, Shane Black Predator reboot movie.
No.
You know what? He's a good actor. I'm just not a big fan of his because
he just kind of passed what his prime was.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I trust Shane Black. He's a good director, and I think this Predator movie is going to be awesome, but I don't know. Benicio del Toro, I'm not
sold. I never was sold on the guy.
I have heard that, is it Serpico, or not Serpico, Scorpio?
Yeah, Scorpio.
Scorpio, I heard is a really good movie. I've not had a chance to see it yet, but I only want to see it because I got a super big crush on Emily Blunt. Speaking of which, I'm really excited for Mary Poppins 2, and I'm not really sure why. I'm thinking because Emily Blunt. That's about it. Yeah.
Hey, that's a pretty good reason.
Alright, so you know something else I'm not really that excited about, but kind of am, but really hate myself for being excited about, is Wolverine 3. Because I love Hugh Jackman, but I hate Fox.
Yeah, it's probably... And didn't they say that one's going to be rated R?
It's going to be rated R based on Old Man Logan, and apparently the main villain is going to be Mr. Sinister. The problem is, it sounds too awesome. Fox will fuck it.
I know.
They will fuck it hard.
That's the thing. It's Old Man Logan and Mr. Sinister. It's like, I'm sold on that, but then you say
what could
Fox
go wrong? Oh, wait.
It.
It's made by 20th Century Fox. That's what could go wrong.
Yeah, see, the difference is, with Deadpool, everyone knew it was something that Ryan Reynolds was been working on for like 6 years. That was made by Ryan Reynolds and Tim Miller,
funded by 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, so...
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, if you haven't seen Age of Apocalypse, spoiler alert, it's a big pile of shit, but the ending teasing credits, also spoiler alert, tease Mr. the Essex Corporation, which, if you know your X-Men lore, Nathan Essex is known as Mr. Sinister, so he likes to play with genetic modifications and mutants and all kinds of cool stuff. He's a big blue dude that can shapeshift, and he's pretty evil. I don't remember him being part of the Old Man Logan storyline, but hey, that's Fox for you, so whatever.
Yeah,
anyway,
they're just throwing shit in.
Hugh Jackman rules.
Woo.
Other than that, nothing.
That's the last time you see him as Wolverine.
Yeah. Well, you know what else is coming to an end, Ryan? Cartoon Network's regular show. It's coming to an end with season 8.
never really watched it, honestly.
Yeah, my daughters liked it. It was fun. I watched it a few times. But I know it's got a huge cult following, so if you like the show, guess what? Enjoy it while it lasts, because it's about over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
let's see
not
here.
Adventure
You know what
Time.
else? You know what's not about over, Ryan? Jurassic
Adventure
World
Time?
movies. The new director of Jurassic, the second Jurassic World movie, which I don't know his name, but he came out and said that Jurassic World was the start of a new trilogy. So we get Chris Pratt fighting more dinosaurs for at least 2 more movies.
I thought they've already concluded that they were going to do more. Or
I think that
a
was the
new thing?
rumor. Apparently, I don't think it had ever been confirmed because he came out and confirmed it.
Oh, okay.
I think it's one of those things that everybody kind of knew, but nobody actually said anything. And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, it's actually going to be a trilogy, so whatever."
Yeah.
We'll
We're
go
just
see it.
waiting to get everything in line.
Jurassic World made like $1 billion, and everybody loves Chris Pratt, so of course there's going to be more Jurassic World movies.
Dude, that guy is going to be like in so many movies in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Insane.
But you know what? Speaking of things that are awesome, Ryan, Super Troopers 2, we reported last week, is filming. Guess who they cast in the lead role?
I couldn't guess.
Rob
Shane
Lowe.
Black.
Rob Lowe. That's who they cast. Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm hoping he's a villain because
Wow.
he was great. He was great in Tommy Boy as the villain.
that is literally the best idea I've heard in a long time.
Ugh. That's free, guys. Free. Just give us a cameo in the movie. That's all we're asking. So
Yeah.
Super Troopers 2 filming now. I'm guessing probably what, next spring.
Brian and I will chug syrup.
I'll
just
do
to-
it. Because inside my heart, I just want to eat sugar all day long.
Yes.
Let's see here. South Park. Everybody loves it. It just started up. Season 20 started last night, so if you missed it like I did, when the show's over, I'll be going on demand and watching the first episode because I totally forgot because I'm a bad nerd. But
What's been the theme of this year? Did they say
I don't
anything
know.
yet?
Apparently, this first episode was they were making fun of Colin Kaepernick and J.J. Abrams for Star Wars, so I don't know.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah, I'm just totally going to watch it. But something I'm very not happy about with South Park is that their next video game, The Fractured Butthole. Sorry,
And if you have
South
not
Park
seen the trailer
Fractured
for it,
Butthole.
you gotta watch the trailer for the game.
Yeah, the game is going to be kind of superhero play. It's an RPG. If you did not play Stick of Truth or Stick of Destiny, was it Stick of Destiny or Stick of Truth? I don't remember. Anyway, their first
Stick
RPG,
Destiny.
it was super fun. I'm really excited for Fractured Butthole. And it's not B-U-T-T hole, it's B-U-T-W-H-O-L-E. Fractured Butthole. Anyway, it was supposed to come out this December, I believe December 3rd. It has been delayed to Q1 of 2017. Not uncommon for games to be delayed for a few months, but it is kind of shitty for those of us who are hoping to get it as a Christmas present.
Yes.
Let's see here. Also delayed is Star Trek, the new TV show. 4
Yeah,
months.
delayed by 4 months, I believe.
I don't even know when it's scheduled to come out.
It was supposed to come out, I think in March of next year.
Alright.
But I don't know, because they were still just doing they haven't even announced any casting. So,
Yeah.
from,
Well, I think we
from my
talked 2 weeks ago
understanding
about...
that they're still in a lot of the principal stuff where they're trying to come up with concepts and everything.
Well, they just a couple weeks ago came out with kind of who the show is going to be about and some of the supporting characters. But
Yeah, they've done that, but I don't think they've expanded beyond that. So, we'll see. I think for a show that they're going to be putting solely online to try and build up that shitty CBS access.
All access for
Probably
$6.99.
A month.
You know what? And when all networks are offering most of their content online, if you have a cable provider, I think it's kind of shitty of CBS to try and charge for a separate. I mean, we already get raked over the coals by cable because of networks like CBS and Disney and all the ABC and all these networks already charging a fortune for their shows.
Well,
now
and
CBS
if
wants to
they
charge
pay all-
another fortune? Come on.
Yeah, and they already own. It's ABC, but ABC owns 100 fucking cable channels too. You just don't know it
Yeah.
because
Any
this
of
is
you,
all
yeah,
under
any of
the
you who
corporate
don't know
umbrella.
how your cable bill works, basically all the networks get together and they say, okay, Comcast or whoever your provider is, DirecTV, we're going to charge you $42 a month to get our bundles of channels, which if you're ABC, it's ESPN, obviously
Disney.
ABC and a whole bunch of channels. And so there's only 4 or 5 networks that USA, or I think ABC also owns Sci-Fi Channel. And so there's only a handful of companies that own all your cable channels, and they bundle them together and make the cable company pay X amount of dollars for the rights to show their shows. That's usually why if you have a cable provider, you can get the content online with your cable information from the various apps, because they're already charging you, $40-50 per channel to get their content. So what CBS is essentially doing is still charging your cable provider, so your cable bill is not going down. But now instead of also giving you access online for free, so it'd be like HBO saying, listen, you can watch HBO for $15 a month, but if you want access to HBO Go, you're going to pay $10 a month. What? We already pay a lot of money through our cable companies and satellite companies to get these channels. We shouldn't, on top of it, have to pay an additional amount to get their content that we've all been getting for free before on demand.
Well, the only reason why they're doing it is because they know that the Star Trek has a large built-in audience, and they're expecting that audience to boost up their profit.
Well, that and the fact that so many people are starting to cut the cable, honestly, is really what they're doing.
Yeah, but I use Hulu. I mean, we're not going to pay the same price that I pay for Hulu that gives me, I don't know, a shitload of channels and movies just to get CBS. Yeah. I'm not going to pay that much.
But anyway, if you were excited for Star Trek, you just have to wait 4 more months to pay your $6.99 to get access to it. What I'm going to do is, because it's only 10 or 12 episodes, I think, 10 or 13 episodes, I'm going to wait till they're all aired. Then I'm going to pay $6.99, or I'll just, they give you a 1-week free trial. I'll get the 1-week free trial, watch all 13 episodes, and then just say I don't want the channel.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll try too.
All right. And lastly, a little bit of Justice League Batman news. Zack Snyder took to Twitter yesterday and released an image of a new Batman suit, the Bat Tactical suit. Looks pretty cool.
There's lots of bulgy muscles.
Yes, as well Batman should have, or any suit of Batman should show. But no, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah. It came under fire a lot from people because it very much resembles the Night Owl costume from The Watchmen. But to those of you who are giving it shit, I say yes. Is this new tactical suit a ripoff of the Night Owl suit? Yes, but the Night Owl suit is a ripoff of Batman. So
yeah, he's the fucking Night Owl.
Yeah, that's what Batman is. And yes, it was directed by Zack Snyder. And if you're really that mad about it, go out and meet a girl, either on Tinder or maybe I don't know, what's that app online that people always do that you see commercials for? It has the old guy, and they're like, try it for 30 days.
Farmers.
No, not Farmers, the other one.
FarmersOnly.com.
How about Match.com? I don't know, maybe that's it. But anyway, you should try that and meet a real person or maybe take up a cause. Maybe read into why football players are taking a knee in the national anthem, or why children are going hungry, or maybe why Indians are fighting evil corporations over a pipeline. That is much more important.
Paying bills right into their water supply.
Yeah, that is a much more important cause than spending hours of your life nerd raging about the fact that the new Batman suit in Justice League looks a lot like the Night Owl suit in Watchmen. I'm just going to say that right now. That being said, yes, it does look exactly like it, but it's still pretty fucking awesome. Also, I don't know if this is awesome or not, but apparently Jared Leto had been rumored that he was going to reprise the Joker in Justice League. Apparently that has been debunked, and he is not going to appear in that movie. A lot of people say that he was scheduled to, but there's some friction going on behind the scenes between him and Warner Brothers over the Suicide Squad, and he feels that Warner Brothers lied to him about his role in the movie. So, I don't know. A lot of that's hearsay and speculation. I have not personally asked Jared. We could ask Harrison if he ever wakes up. Harrison!
No, leave him alone.
Harrison! Get up!
Stop it.
Get up, Harrison!
Stop it.
What do you want?
Brian.
What do you want? What do you want? Do you know what's going on with Jared Leto and Warner Brothers? Who the fuck is Jared Leto? He's your co-star. He's starring with you in Blade Runner. Blade Runner? We're making a sequel to Blade Runner? Nobody told me. Dude, you've been filming for 3 weeks. Oh, that stupid movie where I played Android? Spoiler alert. Yeah, he doesn't like Warner Brothers. I don't like Warner Brothers either. Got a problem with that, Warner Brothers? Do you? Huh? Huh? Fuck you, I'm out of here. I think he's finally leaving. Yep, he left the front door. He left. He's gone. What'd you do?
Pass out.
Did you make a funny face at him again? God damn it.
Oh,
wait, he's back. He just came in, but he fell face first on the ground. Jesus, dude. No more tequila in the green room.
His face is going to be bleeding all over the place.
Dude, Callista Flockhart is
He
going
had
to
to go to the hospital when he got his fucking
She's going to be so
smashed
pissed
on
when
his
she finds
foot.
out. When he stumbles home in his leather boots and no pants on, she's going to be so mad again. Alright, whatever. Alright, well, that is all the news we got. And moving on.
Yes.
We had, let's see, what do we want to do first? Do we want to do our reviews or our crap or craptastic?
Let's do the movie.
Alright, so we had a little review for everybody. We haven't done one in a while, so we figured it'd be fun to do a crap or craptastic. We wanted to see this when it hit theaters, but we never got a chance to. So when we saw it was streaming for free on Amazon, we knew we had our next movie for our crap or craptastic. So this week on Crap or Craptastic, me and Ryan reviewed The Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Yes, and let me just say, I've never seen a Red Band trailer for this, and I thought it looks alright. Like,
well, it had zombie strippers, it had zombie cats, it has the kid who played Cyclops in the new Age of Apocalypse movie.
It had that one funny guy with long hair.
From some Comedy Central skits.
From Workaholics. God, what's his name? I can't remember his
I don't
fucking
remember.
name.
Let's not focus on it too much. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But, I mean, it had its points, and I kind of understand why now I waited until the Amazon.
I'm glad I didn't see this in the theater. It's not a bad movie. Okay, well, it's a bad movie, but it's not an unwatchable
it's a bad movie.
Yeah, it's not an unwatchable movie. It has its moments that does make you laugh pretty hard. But for me, it doesn't... The beginning is really slow. So anybody who wants to know what this movie's about, obviously, before we dive too much into it. So basically, there's 3 friends who are Boy Scouts, and there's 2 friends who are only Boy Scouts because one of their friends' dad died, and they've been doing this since they were kids, and they wanted to be there for him, so they didn't have the heart to quit. Because this other kid is like gung-ho, like super hardcore into Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
And so...
Like, they made a movie to recruit people.
Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. That part made me laugh. So, anyway, they have this big camp-out plan where he's going to get his Super Commodore badge, and so they've decided that they're going to break it to him after he gets his badge, that they're out. And they want to go to this party, and... You know, it's your typical junior, senior high school stuff. Yeah, it's not. But then all of a sudden a zombie outbreak happens, and the entire town turns to zombies while they're out camping for the night.
Well, and the thing about these zombies, it's not like, I mean, they're the fast zombies, but they also have like a small semblance of intelligence. For comedic purposes.
Yeah, and then there was a zombie who had like weird spikes coming out of his back, like bone spikes, who kind of ran like a dog.
Yeah, it was just like I think they wrote zombies to be in a group in a way that you would expect, but when they needed a specific zombie, just definitely just kind of threw everything out the window and just like, oh yeah, it'll jump through the window and. You know, start fighting him and. And
to move on with the movie, these kids, these 3 Boy Scouts end up meeting this badass stripper bartender hostess. I don't know, and the 4 of them have to survive the zombie apocalypse and save, one of the guys' big crush and save everybody and try and get out before the army nukes the entire city. So I mean, that's kind of the basic premise of this movie. And on paper, it sounds like a fun idea. Boy Scouts. Zombies, zombie
Boy
strippers.
Scouts like taking advantage of their scouting knowledge.
Yeah, and they do at the end, but I think it takes way too long to develop. For most of the movie, it didn't honestly even matter that they were in the Boy Scouts. Like, that was kind of the disappointing part of this movie for me, was that the whole point of this movie was Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, and they were in the Scouts, but it didn't really play any relevance at all until the end of the movie.
Till the end of the movie where, they do the big, fight. And then, but there were like a couple of points where they kind of hinted was to come, like, they would, like, when the one kid was whittling, the end of the broomstick.
Yeah.
And, I mean, but they were small, like, the build-up took way too long, and it came way too late.
Well, and that was the problem. I mean, the movie's only an hour and a half, but it felt much longer. There was times when I paused the movie to check my fantasy football team, and it lost my interest earlier. There wasn't a lot of action. The problem is this movie isn't strong enough to stand on just a Boy Scout kind of comedy, and it's also not strong enough to stand just as a zombie movie. It takes too long to build up. I will say the last half hour was entertaining as hell. It was super fun to watch. I think it's worth watching just for that. But in this, on this review, we have to give it a crap or craptastic. Either it's a good movie, it's a terrible movie that you just want, you definitely are dying to see, or it's just a bad movie. So, I mean, there's a few gags. There's a penis gag in here that had me cringing and laughing my ass off at the same time.
Yeah, and it was like,
there's some funny stuff that the I don't know, the 13-year-old, the 15-year-old inner me that is always there was giggling at uncontrollably with like the zombie boobs when they had the cop whose boobs pops out and he's like he's squeezing him before she bites his face off. So I mean it's all 11-year-old humor for for a while, and then the movie was just really weirdly paced. It was almost like PG-13 comedy. And then all of a sudden, but it would be really rated R. It was, I don't know, it's a weird mishmash. It just did not work for me.
I think for a lot of those reasons why I'm going to give it a crap rating. And I think, like you said, if I was 15 or like if I was still in high school and I saw this movie, I probably would have loved the fucking shit out of it.
The problem is I think the people who would love this movie are not old enough to watch this movie.
Yeah, essentially. Like if I was in high school and like my early college days where I was drinking and doing all the dumb shit college guys do. I mean, it's got definitely dude bro movie, and I mean, I would have liked it if I was younger, but at this point, I gotta give it a crap rating because it didn't have enough to really. I mean, if it was Zombieland funny, I mean that's a totally different movie.
And I think Zombieland and Shaun of the Dead have set the bar for comedy zombie movies, and even though this one I knew wasn't going to be as good as either one of those, it just wasn't. The first half wasn't that funny, and while it's building up to the big action piece at the end and the big zombie murder spree, it doesn't have enough laughs to make it work up until that point. So I'm with you. I didn't hate this movie, but it's not good enough to give it a craptastic. I'm going to give this a very much a crap rating. I will say this: I think it's worth a watch. It's not craptastic, but it's, if it's on and you got nothing better to do and you want to play it as background until the end, I would recommend watching it. There's some fun parts.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to watch it. Just having it back, so you're at least hearing what's going on, and then just watch like the last 30 minutes, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. And, I mean, I will say this, at the very end, they do a little montage of where these characters are now, and that was actually entertaining. I actually gave a shit a little bit about what happened to them.
I watched the whole one.
But it's, anyway, crap. I think me and Ryan, like I said, we were both in agreement. This movie is, unfortunately, it's crap. We both really wanted to like it, and we just didn't.
It's crap, but it's worth a watch if you got nothing else to do, and you can skip the first hour.
You might really enjoy it, really wasted.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But it's streaming for free right now on Amazon, so check it out. All right, moving on.
For Amazon Prime subscribers.
Yeah, for Amazon Prime subscribers. If you're not a Prime subscriber, you should be. It's actually worth the money.
Yes.
All right, moving on. Do we want to do our reviews or we want to do our Faithful 50?
Let's do Faithful 50 last. I think that was the shortest one. So.
All right. So do you want to go first? Me and Ryan both had a quick little fun review for you guys. Instead of doing these long 10, 15-minute reviews, we're trying to do a lot more quick hit reviews of just things that don't need a lot of explaining, just what we thought about them. So. You want to go first or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm going to review the headphones you guys have been seeing me wear for the last 2 weeks. These are from Roswell.
Nice.
And so it's a beech wood kind of exterior. And then this is the cord that does not have the in mic, and it's fairly long actually for being with the cord, but it comes with another cord that's got the in mic, pretty much like your iPhones. I've used it on my iPad last night to watch the movie. and I've watched a couple other shows. I've been using it for this show, obviously, just to kind of test how well it's been working. I took it to work, and I used it to listen to podcasts at work. I've actually been really satisfied with the quality in these headphones. I'm not like an audiophile kind of guy, so pretty much as long as it sounds good, I enjoy it. But I've noticed that, especially with music and stuff like that, that with these headphones, it sounds really clear. And for someone like me who has hearing loss, and I have severe amount of hearing loss, so I don't have to turn my headphones up too loud to get a nice, crisp, clear sound out of it. That's a big plus for me, because I can't be cranking this shit up to the max all the time. So, I forgot to have the pricing with me, but I will get that out to you guys. But they're a good headset. It's a Roswell. They have this one and another one that's got a whole flip thing. It's more over the ear if you got big old fat ears, like extra for Reed. And they're good headphones. I'll probably be my new headset that I wear for the show. So that's how much I enjoy them. So it's the Roswell, and I'll make sure to get the pricing for you guys. It's pretty cheap. It's not that bad at all, honestly. They just came out with this set, and you can probably pick them up on Amazon, I believe. So, and so that's my review for this week.
Very nice. They look nice too. They're very classy looking.
Pretty.
All right, Ryan. Well, check them out, everybody. Roswell headphones. He loves them. All right, so.
And while you're doing this, I'll find the price.
All right. Well, Ryan's looking for the price. So, while Ryan's looking for that, I will talk about a book that Six and Spring Publishing sent us that I was really excited for. Right here, I teased it earlier. It's Drawing Superheroes Step by Step. So it doesn't have a very fancy name. It's everything you need to know about this book is in the name. It is by Christopher Hart, who has made a whole bunch of these step-by-step how to draw books. And basically, it is what it sounds like. It's a step-by-step book on how to draw superheroes. So on the surface, it looks very elementary. It doesn't look anything. It's not too thick of a book here. I got these pages here because I've got some cool. I got some stuff bookmarked here to show you guys what we did. But basically, it's pretty basic stuff. A lot of it shows just different ways on how to draw a mouse. Gives you step-by-step instructions on how to draw a whole bunch of different things. What's cool is the book is broken down into various chapters. So it starts out with the simple things: how to draw a nose, how to draw an ear, how to draw a mouth, and then it moves up to how to draw a side profile, a front profile, how to draw an eye mask, how to draw a helmet. So this book is what's cool. What I really liked about this book is dedicated to drawing superheroes, how to draw basically comic books. I drew a lot when I was younger in junior high, high school, elementary. I got pretty decent at drawing, but some of the problems I always had was drawing action poses. I could draw front-facing stuff or one-dimensional, but I could not figure out how to draw things in action. I really wish I would have had this book when I was in junior high, really working on all my stuff, because this gives a very detailed look into how to actually drawing something at angles. In fact, one of the pictures I chose was a side profile picture, kind of a three-dimensional picture, because I always had a problem drawing them, and I wanted to see how good this book was. That was one of my weaknesses, drawing, and I will show you guys in a minute what it looks like. So before I get into that, though, but like it said, the book breaks down into all these different poses and stuff like that, and it finally ends with some actual full-on bad guys. What's cool is it shows how to draw heroes, so the very heroic poses, how to draw capes and heroic stances and stuff like that, and then it shows how to draw a villain, so evil stances, evil looks, evil faces. So it gives you a lot of range on how to draw these different things, and like I said, it gives you a real how to start here. So like this one right here shows you just a lot of simple lines and circles and stuff, and how you connect them, and then how you kind of fill everything in, and then how you go a little more detail, and then finally it also covers a lot of shading, how to shade things in. It doesn't, unfortunately. I kind of wish it would have showed a lot more how to ink things in, because I've never been able to ink. But that's a small nitpick. This book has a ton of information, so I'm sure they'll probably come out with a how to ink comic books at some point. But let's see here. Like the last chapter, they have they even go into stuff like how to do speech balloons properly. So you know where to put them, you know, around each person. It also goes over how to panel a comic book. Let's see here. How to draw
That's
locations.
the one I was doing. Okay.
Yeah, so right there. So how to do a panel sequence. So if you've ever had any inkling how to draw a comic book, you know, how to draw one and what you want to do, it's not too much detail, so you don't feel like you can jump in. So it's not overly explicit, so you're just like, man, I'm a novice drawer. I can't read this and copy it. It makes everything very simple. I found it super easy to use. So I want to show you guys just what I mean. So I also had my 4-year-old and 7-year-old daughters wanted to help me do this project, and I figured the ultimate test for a book about how to draw a superhero was to actually try and draw a superhero and see what it looks like. Now, mind you, like I said, I have a little bit of artistic ability, so I've been drawing a little bit, so I don't want it to be like, I've never picked up a pencil. But that being said, it's been years since I've drawn anything, so I'll show you in a second. Now, my daughters, like I said, are 4 and 7, and they drew their own too. Now, my 4-year-old, I helped her a little bit because she was getting a little frustrated. But the first picture that we drew was this one right here. This lovely, lovely girl with the domino mask and the short hair right there. So as you can see, it gives us a step-by-step how to start, and then the various steps to get to this point. All right. So my 4-year-old, that's her drawing. That's Chuck's drawing.
Just remind people, that's a 4-year-old. That's pretty much better than anything I could draw by myself right now.
Yeah, this is a 4-year-old drawing right here. So, I mean, I did help her a little bit with the eyes and the mouth and the shape of the head, but she did the hair. And she actually drew the entire circle. I had to do the chin because she originally had the chin like down here all the way like a giant. So, you know, I helped her a little bit, but she did do a lot on her own. So this is not all me right there. And then my 7-year-old, I did not help her at all. This is all her, just from the book and following instructions of the book.
That's pretty damn good.
That's my 7-year-old. So this is what she got from reading the book. Now we sat down for about 20 minutes. We looked at one picture and we just sat down and drew together. So this was her, 20 minutes from following instructions from the book. All right.
Pretty rad.
And then this is me, like I said, same time frame with helping my 7 and 4-year-old draw their pictures and then drawing my own pictures, same 20 minutes of doing the book.
Look at you, Brian.
You know, I haven't drawn in a long time and I'm pretty proud. And like I said, you know, this is definitely, she's got her head turned at an angle and I've never been able to draw multi-dimensional. Everything I've always been able to draw has been facing it. So I was really proud of this picture just because of the fact that she's got her head turned. It's got dimension to it.
Yeah, I'm right with you. When I was trying to do art, you know, as a kid, I could never get anything that was like not a straight. Like it had to be like a line here, and I could try and do everything like straight on. If it was like this.
And the thing I loved about this book is just drawing that. There's a couple like. Christopher writes, the way he writes and explains drawing, he just doesn't show you step by step. He does a great job of explaining how to draw it and just the little nuances. And from a guy who does have a little bit of drawing experience, like I said, it's been a while, all that all of a sudden kind of clicked in my head and made sense, and it just made me angry that I did not know this 10 years ago. Maybe I wouldn't have quit drawing, But
if only all your art teachers weren't such big hippies and just said, just do what you want.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like I said, they go into detail about the symmetry and the lines, and it makes it really good how you can, it breaks it down so even if your lines aren't the right, exact, perfect way, it keeps your eyes symmetrical to your nose, and it puts everything where it's supposed to, versus just putting an eye over here and a nose, and it just looks terrible. So,
I would always draw one eye like perfect how I wanted. And then my other eye would be like all fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. And so, like, look at here at the mouth. So, like, just looking at the simple mouth. I mean, just from this picture to this picture is not that much different detail, and it shows so easy how to draw it. So, honestly, this book has inspired me to start drawing again. You want to know? You want the best review I can give this thing? This book has inspired me to start drawing again. I am very proud of this picture. I could not draw 3 dimensions, and that is a 3-dimensional character. 20 minutes. I haven't picked up a pencil in years. I mean, I still sketch Ninja Turtles occasionally. I got this simple Ninja Turtle drawing that I do, but yeah. So needless to say, I'm very excited. I got one more picture to show you. So my daughter, my 7-year-old, sat down, and this is a much more complex picture. Now, she tried to draw this picture just based off of, just based off this with no knowledge. She grabbed the book herself and just tried drawing. So her final product is supposed to look like this lady. Now, it's 7 years old. I mean, it has the eyes, it has the diamond head, it has the hair.
Pretty good.
Yeah. By herself, no supervision, she just sat down and drew it. So the fact that she showed me this picture and I could tell that at least was a face and you could see the outlines of a superhero on here. Very first time she tried it. Like I said, that was her first go, and this was her second. I did not help her at all.
Yeah.
So, even from here to here, you see the improvement that just this book, working with this book has already helped her draw better. So, anyway.
I think it's something that I want to get. I mean, probably, maybe I don't think for myself, because I never really had artistic, but my kids both, really love drawing and doing that stuff, so.
Yeah, it's, I highly recommend this book. Drawing Superheroes Step by Step by Christopher Hart. It's published by Sixth and Springs. It's currently available right now on your shelves. You can get it for $19.99 at your local bookstore. You can probably get it on Amazon. Usually Amazon has it for a few dollars cheaper, but I would pay $20 for this book. If I did not get sent this book, if I had to send this back, I would go buy another one because, like I said, it's inspired me to start drawing again. I mean, that's my 4-year-old. She drew that. I mean, and not just that, we always talk about our Geek Dad moments, and that's mine. I'm really proud of it.
Right.
We always talk about our Geek Dad moments, and I'm really looking forward to having many, many more with them. So this is so easy that a 4- and 7-year-old can look at it and still make pictures that make them feel good about drawing and inspire them to continue to draw. So pick it up, everybody.
And you said it's more than just drawing the superheroes. It's actually laying out comic books and all that kind of stuff as well.
I mean, it doesn't go into massive detail about comic books. It definitely focuses on the characters, on how to draw villains, heroes, action poses, male, females. One thing I really liked is it tells you the differences between the men and the women. How to, you can have a square jaw, but how you have a softer jaw. And it goes into details on how to differentiate your figures so that you can tell feminine and male, strong characters, but male and female. It dives into villains, how you can make them evil just by hunching them over a little bit more. But the whole last part is about shading, low light, talk about how to do low light shading, effects, how to draw effects to make things look evil, little demon shadow back there. And then, like I said, finally, they even talk about splash pages, so full spreads, multiple heroes, how to draw them. But yeah, I mean, paneling, you could read this from start to finish and you could know how to draw your own superhero comic book. Now, obviously it takes time and energy. You can't just read this once and be like, I can be Jim Lee. But this
I'm
definitely,
going to write the next Watchmen and I'm drawing it.
Exactly. But if you want an introduction to something, or if you have a little bit of artistic ability and you really want to take it to the next level, this is a fun book, man. I recommend it. And if nothing else, if you like to draw and you want to get your kids into drawing, this is something that you could do with them. And it gives you step by step, so you don't have to explain it. You can explain. All you got to do is explain what the book that's explaining what it means and how to do it. So anyway, I am very much looking forward to doing more of this with my kids, and I will definitely be showing you guys on the show some of my proud dad pictures as I draw more pictures and become a world famous artiste. Look at that. I'm on my way. Jim Lee.
Even more famous.
Hey, somebody call me. Mark Wade. Mark Wade, you want an artist for your comics? Don't call me because
all Brian can do right now is a female's head.
I can do a floating head. I'm going to make that amazing floating head. Anyway, so that's my review. Drawing superhero, step by step. Buy it. From Sixth and Spring Publishing. Check it out. Get it now.
I'm going to be buying it. So
$20, $19.95, probably cheaper on Amazon. All right, moving on. We'll make this quick because we didn't have a lot of questions from the Faithful 50. They kind of blew their proverbial load last week. We had a lot of questions.
Yeah, and I thought the image and stuff I put up was going to be good.
Dude, it was a great image, but I think, I don't know, like I said, everybody asked a lot of questions last week. There hasn't been a lot of news this week, so I think a lot of kids are going back to school, and they're preoccupied right now.
Football started.
Yeah, football started, but you know what? We do have a few You know, I don't think that football thing had a lot of mass appeal. We did not have a huge audience last week. They did not. They don't like our NFL episodes are not our most popular ones. Yeah, I have fun doing it, and I guess that's all.
Which is fine with me because the audio sounds like shit. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, hopefully this week's audio is a little bit better. We are continuing to fight against the Microsoft and Skype evil of the internet to bring you guys a high quality product. Yeah. But when one of us lives 3 hours away and we cannot sit in the same room, unfortunately, we are beholden to what the internet offers us. And you know, goddamn Apple won't release their new MacBooks, so sons of bitches.
Oh, we're just waiting for that.
Yeah, we're waiting for that stuff because we'll get a clear FaceTime Skype call. All right, man. So first up, Eric from New Jersey, faithful Eric. He wants to know: do we think the new Blair Witch movie will be any good? And also, do we have any suggestions for a good book to read? Wow.
Man, I'm gonna say no on the movie because the first one sucked balls.
I have heard this is better than the original, but it's a lot like it. So if you like the original, I guess you're gonna like this one. Is my guess.
Yeah. And God, what books to read?
If you're into Harry Potter, check out the new Harry Potter book.
I'm reading Forever War right now. And it's an older book. It's one of like kind of like one of the more famous sci-fi books. If you haven't read that yet, I highly suggest it. I'm almost like 3/4 of the way through it, and it's really good. It's about it's basically like a Vietnam, like kind of the guy with parallels with Vietnam, fighting this alien race going through these star slips. But when they're going through it, you know, it's only like a year for them, but it's like 20 years in real time. So this guy's been fighting in this war for 2 years, but he's already made his military pension of 20 years. And so it's kind of like, it's how it's going to be like, I think it eventually ends up taking like 175 like normal years for him to fight like this 5-year span where he's going through all these star slips and stuff like that. So it's a really good sci-fi book. So Forever War, Eric. If you haven't read it yet, pick it up.
I recommend. I just finished up the Star Wars Bloodline book. I do like it, but if you're not a die-hard Star Wars fan, it's probably not for you. Check out the Suicide Squad book, the official novelization. I've heard good things. I'm going to pick it up and read it on my vacation in a couple weeks. I'm also going to read the new Harry Potter book on my vacation, so I'll hopefully have a recommendation for both those. Another book I've heard really good things about that I really am torn on whether I want to read is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. They have the new series coming out on Stars here soon. I'm actually going to be resubscribing to Stars just for that show.
And it's not a big book. It's like short.
I'm really torn on whether I should watch the series or read the book first because I love Game of Thrones. I love not knowing anything. I'm reading Game of Thrones now, but I don't know. So anyway, if you don't care about that, I've heard American Gods is an amazing book. So check that out. All right. Thank you, Eric, for your question. Oh, and Eric, just a little follow-up for you because I know you're going to be listening to this tomorrow or the next day. You are officially eligible again to win any contest. Yeah. Just because you win one does not mean you cannot win more. Now, if you win like 4 in a row, I might say, Eric, listen, we appreciate you being awesome, but we got to give somebody else a chance to win. But I know you threw it up on our Facebook, when am I going to be eligible to win again? And we wanted to let you know on the show that we appreciate you being awesome and always participating. So you're eligible to win whenever you want to, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
meanwhile, Ryan's supposed to throw up the You Can Win Arrow Season 4. So he's going to throw up an Win Arrow Season 4.
Who really wants it? If anyone, send
all you have to do is say, I want it. That's how you win Arrow Season 4.
Just send me a fucking message, because
I want it. I'll put up a
I don't think
post.
anybody wants it.
If you want it, all you got to do is say, I want it, and you win it. So, Arrow. Yeah. Congratulations to Phil, by the way, who won our Flash Season 2 contest. Yeah. Nice job, Phil.
He was fast.
Yeah, he was fast. He was up immediately. He was up before I even got out of bed on Friday. I win! I'm the fastest. I was like, yeah, you did, and congratulations. Nice work. So, thanks, Phil, and thanks, Eric. All right, so our last question is from Brian from Washington. Ever loyal Brian wants to know, with all the new fall shows coming out, is there a new series that we are looking forward to checking out, and which returning series are we the most excited about besides Flash and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because he knows we are really excited about those already?
I'm gonna say for new shows, the designated survivor show with Kiefer Sutherland.
That looks cool. That looks interesting.
That looks pretty interesting. Um, and for shows returning, I mean, Vikings is the easy one to say.
That's not till November, so let's not count that one.
Yeah. What about Fear the Walking Dead's coming back soon?
It's already back, and I could care less about Fear the Walking Dead. I am
Oh,
excited.
yeah,
Walking
that's,
Dead. The
that's
Walking
how much
Dead's
I've been
coming
paying
back.
attention. It's already back, and I didn't even know.
The Walking
So,
Dead is back in a month.
Yeah.
Negan killed somebody.
Yes. What about you though? What's the?
So the show that I am the absolutely most excited to see is Westwood. Starts in a week and a half. I think 2 weeks. Or
That's
Westworld.
right.
Sorry, Westworld
Westworld.
on HBO.
Yeah.
It looks fucking insane. It looks so good.
Yeah.
I saw a couple early reviews giving them 9 out of 10s. It looks good. It has a killer cast. I'm very excited for Westworld. So that's on HBO. If you don't have HBO, go. You should definitely get it. It is worth the $15 a month. HBO is putting out some amazing content right now. Shows I'm most excited for returning. That's not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or Flash. I would say probably... I got 2, Supernatural. Supernatural was a lot of fun last year. They got back on track, and I'm really excited to see, we talked about last week, see Sam and Dean Winchester fight Hitler in season 12 of Supernatural. And
Yes.
and Lucifer. Lucifer was my surprise new favorite show of last year on Fox. It's based loosely on the Vertigo Lucifer comic books. It's a fun show. If you have not watched Lucifer yet, it was only 13 episodes for the first season, which I think is the perfect amount for this show. I'm really excited. It starts next week, next Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. So check out Lucifer over the weekend. I think you guys will really enjoy it. My guess is it's probably on Netflix right now. But Lucifer is the new show, is the show that I'm excited for returning, other than Flash and obviously Walking Dead.
Yeah, there's so
Game of
many
Thrones,
stuff coming
next
back.
summer.
It's been a boring ass summer for TV. I'll tell you that.
Last Ship, dude. Last Ship's been renewed for 2 more years. That's a great show. Watch it. If you like Michael Bay shit, where shit blows up and people get shot all the time, it's great.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks everybody. And by everybody, I mean Brian and Eric. You guys rule. Everybody else, you don't not rule, but you don't rule as much as Brian and Eric. They get gold stars. We haven't done gold stars in a while.
Go do an extra lap.
Do some push-ups or something like it. Next week, we're going to have a really big show for you guys because I am on vacation the following week. So we're going to do a fun, super awesome episode 71. So if you did not contribute this week, do not fear. There's always next week. And we'll make it awesome. So you got anything else? I'd say do recommendations, but we already gave our recommendations.
Yeah, we gave our recommendations and
buy some headphones.
I think it's good. Call it. Get some headphones. Draw some superheroes.
All right. Well, you got anything else? Anybody?
No.
I do.
No.
You thought you were gonna sign off without old fucking Harrison coming in? Huh? You guys promised me more tequila, and there's fucking no goddamn tequila. So you know what?
Go home.
I'm gonna give a recommendation. I recommend you take your broke asses to the store and buy me some goddamn tequila.
I recommend you just leave, please.
All right, well, I'm going to do that. But I also recommend you watch The Force Awakens and all Indiana Jones movies, even that crappy Crystal Skull, because I'm in them, and I'm fucking awesome. Harrison Ford. Pew, 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 pew. I'd like to thank Brian and Ryan for inviting me on the Geek Dad Report. This has definitely been a highlight of my career, and I've done some amazing stuff. But this is pretty good, too. So, anyway, Han Solo signing off. Pew, 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 pew. Later, motherfuckers. Well, thanks, Harrison. Thanks for being a guest star on our show. We could have done it without you.
We could have, but, you know, it just didn't work out that way.
All right. Well, you got anything else?
Nope, I need to go to bed.
All right. Well, this is Brian West, and that's Ryan Tomlinson. We're signing off. Until next time, everybody, stay awesome, motherfuckers.
Eat your Wheaties.
Boom. Later. Bye, bitches.
God damn it, Harrison. Go away.
Don't use that language, you dick.
God, fucking asshole.
Don't you gonna get stabbed by somebody? Fuck you. You too,
You know what?
Ryan.
You're so old you belong in a museum.
It's actually true. All right, I'm out. This is Indiana Jones signing off. I gotta go shave my Wookiee. Later.